This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, students. I welcome you all for the data communication network class. Okay, today we are going to learn about unit 1. Okay, just we are going to learn about the networking fundamentals. Okay, I think last class we have discussed the basic networking components, right? The switches, routers, okay, and the various topologies. Okay, the types of topologies and how the network is built. Okay, so in this class, okay, we are going to deal with unit 1. Okay, unit 1 is networking fundamentals. Okay, see in this unit we are going to cover the networking definition. Okay, what is the network and how to build a small network and how to select the type of networks. Okay, and how to categorize those cables. Okay, and also how to expose the system architectures. Okay, the layers of OSI model. Okay, those things just we are going to learn in unit 1. Okay, and also we can see the hands-on session. Okay, the hands-on session, just we are going to install the packet tracer software and we are going to do a hands-on session on the networking devices and also the cables. Okay, we can learn those informations, how to connect the cables, how to configure the devices. Okay, those things just we are going to learn in unit 1. Okay, and let me recall the points of the last class. Okay, what all the points discussed in the last class, and then we can go for unit 1. Okay, see last class, I think we have seen the components, right? What are the components of networking? Just I will recall those. Yes. See the first point we have seen about the data communication, right? The basic definition of a data communication. Okay, the general definition. Okay, we know it, right? The exchange of data, the exchange of informations, okay, between the two devices, we call it as a data communication. Okay, and you know it, right? We have two types of communication, that is wired communication and wireless communication. Okay, and these are the basic definition. And next we have seen the network connectivity, right? How the network is and how to connect the different kinds of network. Okay, let's see the definition. The network is nothing but the interconnection of devices. Okay, it can be connected by wired or wireless, and it is capable of sending data and resources. That is the definition of our network. Okay, and we know learned the networking topologies, right? The general representation of network elements we called as a networking topology. Okay, and also we have seen the types, that is the transmission modes, right? Do you all remember this? What are the three modes of transmission? Can anyone name those transmission modes? So now we have
Simplex,
three
half
modes of
duplex, full duplex.
Yes, very good, very good, Sanjeev. Simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. These are the basic thing. Okay, simplex means just only one direction. Either I can send the data or I can receive the data. Okay, but here in half duplex, okay, sorry, in the half duplex only it's like that. The send I can either send the data or receive the data. It's a bidirectional. Whereas in simplex it is a unidirection, only one direction. Okay, that is I can send the data only in one particular way or path. Okay, that is your simplex. And half duplex we learned it, right? I can send the data and receive the data simultaneously. Okay, simultaneously means at a time. Okay, that is a full duplex. Okay, next we have seen the types of communication, that is wired and wireless. Wired in the sense I am going to use the cables for connection, that is my wired communication, and wireless in the sense I'm going to have access points, that is wireless routers, and I'm going to connect it. Okay, and we have seen many devices, the switches, hubs, routers. Okay, those things we have seen. Okay, and coming to this topology. Okay, you know it, right? What are the types of topologies? What are the 5 main types of topologies? என்னென்ன types இருக்கு? What are the 5 types we have learned yesterday? You can type in chat box also. There are 5 types of topologies, right? Can anyone name those types? Yes, very good, Priyadashini, Srija, very good. So we have 5 types. Okay, bus, ring, star, miss, and hybrid topologies. Okay, these are some kind of topologies we have learned yesterday, and this topologies you are going to implement in the lab also. I think we have a communication networks lab, right? So in those lab also, just we are going to learn these things. Okay, just I'm going to explain these topologies, and in lab also, just we are going to implement, okay, how the data or packets or how the message is being transmitted. Okay, just we are going to learn in packet tracer software. Okay, and let me show you the diagram. Let me recall the points, and then we can go for the next topic. See this one, the LAN. Okay, the LAN, WAN, MAN, right? The diagram. Okay, just you learn the classification alone. Okay, in next class I will explain you in detail the LAN connection. What is the LAN? What are the capacities? How the cables are connected? Okay, those things we can see in next class. Okay, just learn the classification alone today. The LAN, WAN, MAN, then CAN and HAN. Okay, the CAN stands for campus area network, WAN wide area network, MAN metropolitan area network, HAN is nothing but home area networks. Okay, and let me show you the diagram of bus topology. See, bus topology is nothing but you have a main cable, and from that main cable I'm going to have a sub connection. Okay, imagine we have a lab. Okay, in my lab I have 50 computers. Okay, so I'm going to have a main cable, and from that main cable I'm going to have n number of connections or drop lines, and I'm going to connect it. That is my bus topology. Okay, and ring topology. Okay, you know it, right? The ring is nothing but it's like a round shape. Okay, so I'm going to connect my device to neighboring devices. For example, see, this is your system 1. Okay, imagine this is system 1. Okay, I'm going to connect the neighboring devices, 2 devices. That is my ring topology. Each device is being connected to 2 devices. Okay, that is my ring topology. Then what is mesh? Can anyone say what do you mean by mesh topology? What do you learn from mesh topology? Kind of what is the main point we have discussed yesterday? I have said you right. Very good, Priyadashini. Point to point. Okay. See, point to point in a sense, a dedicated line. Okay. I need not expert or I need not get help from the neighboring computers. I have a direct link. You know it, right? The point to point buses are there, right? So imagine those buses, okay, the point to point buses, they won't stop anywhere, right? The same way here also the messages, okay. For example, if I want to send the data from here to here, I have a direct link, direct connection, direct pathway. Okay, so I can easily transfer the data. Okay, so that is the advantages of mesh topology. Okay, see in the case of ring topology, if I want to send the message, okay, what happened means the system here. This is imagine this is system. Okay, so from source system I want to send a message to the neighboring system. So this neighboring system will transfer data to the third one, and third one to fourth one, then fourth one to fifth one, like that. Okay, so in order to reach the destination, my message has to pass through all the devices. Okay, so if you have this dedicated link, okay, there won't be errors. Okay, easily we can transfer the messages or data. That is the advantages of mesh topology. Okay, then what is star topology? Kind of what we learned from star topology, how we connect the devices in star topology. Kind of yesterday we have seen, right, what we have learned from the star topology. Yes, yes, very good. Connected to central device. Very good, Priyadashini. Just we have a common hub. Okay, hub means just the connecting devices, any switches or routers, anything I can have. Okay, so I'm having a central device, and to the central device, I'm going to connect all my computers, all my systems. Okay, so that is my star topology. Okay, then what do you mean by hybrid topology? Hybrid in the sense I'm going to connect all the devices. Okay, sorry, not all the devices, all the topology is being combined with each other. Okay, see, for example, this is your ring topology. Okay, and this is my, what is this, whether star or hub? sorry, whether it's a star or bus. This one. See the second one. What is it? Is it the star topology or bus topology? Any
Star.
idea on this? Yes, very good. This is a star topology, right? See, I'm going to combine the ring topology and star topology, or I can have any number of topologies, the bus topology or anything. Okay, I can combine with each other. Okay, see, for example, if we are in home or in colleges or the small area, it's okay. We can use only one kind of topology. Okay, but in big companies, okay, or very big organizations, okay, that is in government organizations or some places, okay, they will be using different kind of topology. For example, in computer lab, okay, that is for example, in CSD lab, they'll be using the hybrid topology. For example, in CSE department, in different places, they'll be using the mesh topology like that. Okay, so there will be a combination of topologies. So we are just going to combine those topologies. We call it a hybrid topology. Okay, these are the things we have discussed, and I think we have seen this also, right? See, I am going to connect the devices. See here, this is my laptop, P1, P2, P3. This is my PCs. Just I'm going to have a hubs and switches. Okay. Again, I'm saying hub and switches or connecting devices. Okay. That is for my printer, connecting to the printers or like that. I can use this hubs. Okay. See, for example, if I doesn't have a hub, okay. Okay. See, I cannot connect the printer to all my computers. Okay, see here, if this is PC 1, 2, 3, 4, right? See, just I'm going to connect 5 PCs to my hub. Okay, if hub is not there, okay, what happen means I can connect only one computer to the printer system or any other system. Okay, so I'm going to use the device name as a hub and switches. So I'm going to connect all the devices using this hub, and this hub will be connected to the printer or to the server like that, or router like that. Okay, see, I can't connect each and every computer to the router, right? It is a tedious one. If I in the lab I'm having 100 systems, okay, I can't connect each and every computer to the router or printer. Okay, so instead I'm going for a hub, a connecting device, and I'm going to connect this, and I'm going to connect to a router, wired or wireless. Okay, and then it is being connected to internet. Okay, that is the need of the devices. Okay, yes. Let's have some small activity. Okay, today just I'm going to show you some pictures. Okay, you want to say what kind of topology or like that. Okay, shall we do? Yes or no? Yes, guys. Yes. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay now. Okay. Kind of what is the first figure? See this one. What is the name of the topology? You can type in chat or you can on the video. Oh, sorry, on the. You can unmute and you can speak. Very good, Badmavasan. Very good, Sanju. It is a star topology. Okay, see, I have a central point, and from the central point, I'm going to connect all the devices. Can you see here? I have it. Yes, very good, Ritika. Yes, we have a central point, and I'm going to connect all the devices. Okay, that is my star topology. Okay, so if I need to send the data, for example, this is one source computer. Okay, this is my destination. Okay, so what happened means the data from here, okay, the source message, for example, I'm typing some message, hi everyone. Okay, just I'm going to type the message. So what happened means the message will be transferred from this system to this link, and it will reaches the hub. Okay, and in the hub, okay, what happened means it will transfer the data to a line like this, and it will reach the destination here. Okay, this is your star topology. I'll show you in packet tracer. Okay, it will be very easier for you. Okay, this is your star. Okay, second question. Yes, kind of what is it? What kind of topology? Kind of what type of topology? Yes, very good. Yes, yes, Rakhavendra Balaji, very good. Sweta, Shrija, very good. Ritika, very good. Priyadashini. Ring topology. Okay, can you see here? I'm going to have one system that is, for example, token or data. Okay, just I'm going to transfer the data. Okay, this is my destination. Okay, so what happens? The message will be transferred from here to this system, and from here it is being transmitted to a destination. This is my ring topology. Okay. Next question. Yes. What kind of topology? Yesterday we have a comment also on this, right? It's like Rangoli you are saying. Yes, very good. It's a mesh topology. Very good, Geeta Devi, Praveen, Priyadashini. Very good. It's a mesh topology. Okay, as Subbalakshmi said. Okay, please all remember. It's like a rangoli. Okay, just you can imagine the rangoli and you just remember this concept. Okay, the point-to-point dedicated link. Okay, it's like a star rangoli, right? See, I'm going to connect like this way, the star. Okay, so I have a dedicated line. Okay, dedicated line in the sense a point-to-point link. Okay, I can send the message very easily or without a fault or errors. I can send a message, a dedicated link. Okay, see from this system to this system. Okay, direct link, point-to-point bus. Please do remember that. Okay, that is my mesh topology. Okay, fine. Next one. What is this topology? Say I have a lab. Okay, I'm going to connect n number of computers, A, B, C, D. Yes, very good, Google Prasad, Srija, Geeta Devi, Sweta G, yes, Rakhavendra Balaji, yes. What about others? Only these people or replying in chat box? Others also please to reply. Okay, these are very basic things. Yes, yes, very good. Yes, Ritika, it's a bus topology. Okay, we are going to have, yes, Tanya, very good. We are just going to have a main cable. Okay, can you see here? This is my main cable, central cable. Okay, just I'm going to have a central cable and I'm going to have a drop line. Okay, I'm going to have a sub lines. Okay, so I'm going to connect n number of devices. Okay, see if I have a dedicated lines or only one line. Okay, only one system I can connect. Okay, but by using this bus topology, it can be used anywhere. Okay, most of the offices, labs, okay, we'll be using this bus topology. Okay, in our simulation lab also we are using this bus topology. Okay, yes. Next question. Yes. What is this? Faster. What? Very good, Priyadashini. Yes. Srija. Yes. It is a hybrid. Yes. Very good. It's a hybrid topology. Okay. Can anyone guess what are the hybrid? What are the things are there? The hybrid topology. What are the topologies combined in this? Can you name that? See what is this? Yes. Very good. Ring topology is there. Yes, Rohit. Very good. It's a bus ring. And this one? What is this? I have a central hub and the other computers are connected. See, bus topology is also there, then ring, then this one. Can anyone guess this one? So I have a central hub and from the central hub, I have many connections. Very good, Priyadashini. It's a star also. Okay, I have a ring, star, and also I have the bus topology. Okay, these are all combined. Okay, I said you right in big organization. Okay, there is actually I was working in Sutherland Global Service. That is, I'm dealing with the Dell computers. Okay, see in those companies, what they will do is they'll be connecting these kind of topologies and the Cisco routers. Okay, they'll be having all the systems connected. Okay, like this the topologies, and from there we'll be connecting to the routers. Okay, in those times, okay, the wireless routers, okay, it is a new product and we'll be configuring those wireless routers. Okay, that is for example, if you are in floor 1, okay, they'll give some assignment for configuring those wireless router and connecting the devices to a system in the floor 2. Okay, so what we'll do is first we will configure the access point, that is we will have SSID and we will be configuring the wireless routers and we'll connect the devices, and from there we will be connecting to other devices in the second floor. Okay, like that we'll have some assignments. Okay, so I took a picture from there and I put it here just for your reference. I have given here. Okay, yes. Next is what is this? Can any guess what is this? what kind of topology? Praveen is star is yes, of course star is there. Then kind of what are the things you can see? Kind of what is this? This one? Actually, star is not the answer. Can anyone guess? Kind of what is the answer? And if it is wrong, also no problem. Yes, Batma. Very good, Batmavasan. Hybrid. Batmavasan, how you say that it's a hybrid? Can you unmute and say? Or you can type in chat box. கண்ணா எப்படி ஹைபிரிட் சொல்றீங்க? See, we have many how you say that it's a hybrid topology? Yes, very good, Ragabhardi. We have a combination of ring. Yes, very good, guys. Very good. It's a combination of ring and star, right? So I'm going to use the name hybrid. Is it clear? It's a star ring topology. Very good. Kana, what is this? This is my star topology. This is my, Kana, what is this? Star or ring? This is my star. Okay. And what is this star? This one? What is this one? The second one? Is it ring or star? Yes, very good. Ring. Yes, yes, Beta. Very good. So, very good, Sanjeev. It's a ring. So I'm going to combine the star and ring. Okay. So it got a name as a hybrid. Yes, Ritika, it's a ring. So I'm going to combine the two topology. Okay. So the star and the ring. So we got a name as hybrid topology. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. These are the kind of topologies. Okay. Just we have learned yesterday. Okay. Is now today's class we are going to see about the data communication characteristics, and we are going to see how the system components works, and we are going to learn about the data representation and how the data flow between the devices, and just we are going to see the network criteria. Okay, what is the criteria for the networks? Okay, these are the things just we are going to cover in this class. Okay, yes. See, the first and foremost thing is that, okay, when you have a data communication, you want to know the characteristics. Okay, you want to know why we are using this. Okay, or what are the functions of those things. Okay, so we are going to learn the characteristics of our data communication. Okay, we know it, right? The data communication is the transfer of information, exchange of data, exchange of information between our system to the destination, source to destination. Okay, see, the sender we will be calling as a source, and the receiver we call it as a destination. Okay, see, please to remember the unit 1 first topic, just we are going to learn about the fundamentals, the data communication characteristics. Okay, we have four main characteristics. The first one is your delivery, second one accuracy, timeliness, and jitters. Okay, can I have you heard about jitter? Can I இது கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? Jitters. Jitters படிச்சு இத ஏதாச்சும் சப்ஜெக்ட்ல படிச்சிருக்கீங்களா? Jitters. Can I yes or no? Have you heard the word jitter? Jitter. See, jitter is nothing but, I think no one knows that. Yes, jitter is nothing but it's a noise. Okay, jitters are nothing but the variation in packet. That is, for example, if there is any interference, okay, we call those as a jitters or noises. Okay, the variation in the packet arrival time. Okay, we call it as a jittering time. Okay, see, the first and foremost, the delivery of packets. Okay, the data must deliver to the correct destination. That is the main aim of the data communication. Okay, see, we want to ensure that the data is being reached to the destination at a particular time. Okay, so the delivery plays a vital role in the characteristics of data communication. Okay. See, in MCQs, they'll be asking what are the characteristics of our data communication. They'll be giving the 4 options: the delivery, accuracy, timeliness, jitter. Okay, you want to choose all the options. Okay, there is all the option in the sense all of the above. Okay, like that. Okay, so please do concentrate on the basic concepts. Okay, is coming to characteristics. The second characteristics is that accuracy. Okay, see, the accuracy in the sense the data must deliver accurately by the system. Okay, for example, if I'm typing the full text message, okay, the full text message should reach the destination. That is the accuracy. Okay, next, timeliness. Okay, the communication system, it should deliver data in a timely manner. Okay, see, for example, if I send one message, very important message, okay, if it reaches after 2 days or 3 days, okay, there is no use in it, right? So time plays a vital role. Okay, it should reach the destination very quickly. Okay, that is the timeliness. Jitters are nothing but the noises. Okay, see, we have seen the data communication characteristics. There are 4 characteristics: delivery, accuracy, timeliness, and jitters. Okay, delivery in the sense the data must deliver to the correct destination, and accuracy, that is, it must deliver the data to the correct system. That is, the data must deliver accurately. Okay, not the half data or the error with errors. Okay, then timeliness, it should reach the destination at particular time. Okay, and jitters are nothing but noises. Okay, these are the characteristics. Next, coming to the data communication components. Okay, we have many components in data communication system. Okay, see, if you see the diagram, okay, we have the sender and receiver, right? Okay, similarly, we are going to categorize into 5 components. Okay, the first one we called as a message. Okay, second one, sender. Okay, that is the sender is the sense for example, if I'm going to transmit the signal, I'm the sender. Okay, receiver in the sense at the destination point. Okay, we call it as a receiver. And medium, you know it, right? The medium is nothing but the wired or wireless. That is a medium of transmission. Okay, next one is your protocol. Okay, Kana, what is protocol? Kana, what is the definition of a protocol? Or generally, you can say, what do you mean by protocol? Kana, protocol we have seen, right? What do you mean by protocol? Is with its security. Yes, generally, if I'm speaking, okay, the protocol is nothing but set of rules and regulations. Okay, see, I'll show you the diagram. I think in first class I have shown you, right? Yes, yes, this one. Yes, can you see here? This is the data communication. There are 5 components I have said, right? The sender, the receiver, the message, medium, and the protocol. Is it clear, guys? These are the 5 components. You can, if you see the message, okay, if you see the pictorial representation, it will be easier for you to register. Okay, see 5 components. You just remember the diagram. It will be easier for you. The sender, receiver, medium, message, and protocol. Okay. See, protocols is nothing but, can you see here, the rules. Okay, the set of rules that governs the data communication. Okay. Generally, the protocol is a set of rules and regulation, and here in data communication, it governs the communication between the source and destination. Okay, and also the protocol is a pre-decided terms for communication. Okay, the pre-decided in the sense we have some common rules and regulation to be followed. Okay, that is a predefined. Okay, that is the predefined definitions or terms for our communication. Okay, that is our protocols. Okay, is it clear? Medium, you know it, right? The medium, the transmission, it can be a twisted pair cable or coaxial cable or fiber optic cable or radio waves. Okay, like that. Okay, and the receiver, the information received to the destination, that is the receiver. And messages is nothing but the data or information that is to be communicated. I call it as the messages. Okay, then how we can? What are the types of messages? Can anyone say? Simply, we are saying messages, right? What are the types of messages we can send? Any idea? என்னென்ன மெசேஜ்லாம் அனுப்பலாம் நம்ம? Either in mail or any other means of communication. What are the types of messages? Google Prasad. Google Prasad. Yes, you can see what are the types of messages we are having. We can send. What are the types of messages we can send from one system to another? Or anyone can answer. You can type in chat box, or you can unmute. Now, what are the types of messages? Yes, very good, Priyadashini. See, I can send, that is mail, SMS, MMS, right there. This is a common term. Well, coming to the definitions, okay, we call those as a text. Okay, that we type the text message, right? The text messages. Then we can have the numbers in our message and images, right? We can send our pictures, right? The pictures and also audios. We can send the audios, right? Then also videos. Okay, these are the messages we can send. Okay, of course it is a mail, SMS, right? But these are the different kinds. Okay, either I can send the text messages, or I can send the numbers along with it, or I can go for images, that is pictures, audios. Okay, I can transfer the music, right? I can send my videos, right? That is from sender to receiver. So these are the kinds of or data representations we called as a messages. Okay. Okay, we can learn this in detail. I'll show you the pictures. Is the data representation. Okay, see the data representation in the sense. See, this one we have seen, right? The components, the message, sender, receiver, medium, and protocol, right? Now we are going to learn about the data representation. Okay, see the messages we call here as the data. Okay, for example, if I'm sending one file to another computer, okay, so that file, that I'll call it as a data. Okay, and the computer, okay, the destination computer and source computer, I will be calling as a node, N-O-D-E, node. Okay, please do remember those terms. Okay, here the data, which means that message, okay, the message representation. I'm going to say what are the kinds of representation. Okay, first one, text. Okay, kind of text in the sense we are typing the normal message, right? That is the text. Okay, here we are going to use a ASCII code. Okay, see the text will be represented in the form of a bit pattern. Okay, bit, what is meant by bit? I think this is MPMZ, that is in laboratory, they have asked these questions, right, in Viva, right? What is the bit, byte, word, right? Kana, what do you mean by bit? In digital form, we call it as a, so just the zeros and ones, right? The zeros and ones, that is sequence of zeros and ones, I'll be calling as a bit pattern. For example, 000S. Subbalashmi, what do you mean by unit? Is bit, very good. It's nothing but zeros and ones. It represents, okay, the bit pattern. The digital form will be represented as zeros and ones. Okay, so here also the text will be represented by bit pattern. Okay, see, for example, I'm typing the message. Okay, data communication network. Just I'm going to type the message. Okay, the text message. See, what happens means this text message, it will be represented by bit pattern. Okay, there is sequence of zeros and ones. Okay, here what happened when the ASCII code, just we are going to use it. Okay, next one, numbers. Okay, see the numbers, right? We are typing the numbers, right? For example, I'm going to type the page number 100 or 200, okay, like that I'm going to type it, right? Those numbers, okay, those numbers are represented by bit patterns, and here the numbers, it is not being used by, that is ASCII code is not going to be used in this numbers. Okay, only for text we are going to use ASCII code, and numbers we are not going to use the ASCII codes. Okay, next one, images. Kana, what do you mean by images? We are sending the pictures, right? We are sending the images, right? The pictures. Okay, the pictures we call as image here. It is also represented by bit patterns. Here, what they will do is the image is what the pixels will be having the pixels. Okay, just we are going to compose the matrix of pixels and we're going to transform. Okay, that is the images. Okay, see the pixels. I think you'll be seeing the pictures, right? Those pictures, okay, just I'm going to have a matrix form. Okay, just we are going to compose in a matrix form of the pixels and I'm going to send it. Okay, that is the images. Okay, next one, audio. Okay, see audio is entirely different from the text messages and also the number of messages and also from the images. Okay, it is entirely different. Okay, there is no correlation. There is audio. This here we refer to the recordings. Okay, we refer here as the recordings or the sounds. Okay, the music. Okay, or everything will come under this audio. Okay, and the main point you want to remember regarding audio is it is a continuous one and it is a not a discrete. Okay, and what do you mean by continuous? What is a continuous? I think signals and system you have learned, right? Continuous signal, discrete signal. What do you mean by continuous? Generally, you can say, what do you mean by continuous? Continuous signal. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by continuous signal? Rohit, Rohit, can you say what do you mean by continuous signal? Rohit, I think Rohit is not answering. Yes, Rohit, very good. Single passes continue. Yes. See the yes, Priyadashini, very good. Continuous amplitude. You have a continuous waveform. Okay, we'll be having a sine waveform, right? Imagine that we have a sine waveform like that. Okay, so the continuous waveform we'll be having, that is your continuous signal. Discrete in the sense there will be a time gap. Okay, the time interval. Okay, between the signals. Okay, the discrete signals you have learned, right? The for a particular time you'll be having the signal, then delay, then time, then signal delay like that. That is your discrete signal. Okay, very good, Rohit. Very good, Priyadashini. See, this kind of signals, okay, audio signals, it is a continuous one. Okay, see, for example, if I want to send a music, okay, if it is not continuous, what happens? We can't even understand the meaning, right? If we send the audio in the discrete form, there's no use of hearing the song, right? So audio signals are always the continuous signals. Okay, then video. Okay, the video we refer here as the recordings or just the broadcasting a picture or a movie. Okay, if I want to send a movie to the destination, okay, so I can use this video. Okay, these are the 5 data representations of data communication. Okay, can anyone name what are the data representation? 5 data representation. The data is a messages. Okay, the messages, that is a 5 messages, 5 types of representation I can have it. Okay, so what are they? And what are the 5 types of data representation? Name them. Yes, very good. Text, message, image, sorry, text, image, audio, video, and numbers. Yes, numbers also. Very good. Okay, these are the types of data representation. Very good, guys. Okay, yes. And next, we are going to learn about data flow. I think we have learned it, right? Yesterday itself, I have said you, right? The data flow is nothing but the communication between the 2 devices. That is my sender and receiver. I can transfer the data. Either I can go for simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. Okay. See, one device can transmit the data, another device can accept the data. Okay, that is the simplex method. Okay. For example, the computer system, for example, the data flow will be from the CPU to the monitor or from keyboard to the monitor. That is in only one direction it flows, right? That is your simplex. Okay. The example for simplex is the CPU. See, just from CPU to monitor, we are going to transfer, right? CPU to monitor. Okay, this is the example for simplex. Okay, and in half duplex, okay, what happened means, you know it, right? It's a bidirectional. In half duplex, each station can transmit or receive the messages. Okay, that is, both the devices cannot transmit at a time. That is a half duplex. Okay, and in full duplex, you know it, right? The full duplex, I can transmit and receive the data at the both time. Okay, a common example for full duplex is a telephone network. Okay, let me write it here. Telephone. So we have a telephone network. Okay, that is the example for this full duplex. Okay, see why we are saying here the telephone network is a full duplex means the subscriber at the both the ends can talk and listen at the same time. Okay, so that is the example for full duplex. Okay, see if you attend some interviews, they'll be asking these examples. Okay, so only I'm mentioning here. Okay, please do make note of it. Okay, they'll be asking, what do you mean by half duplex or full duplex, like that. Okay, and suddenly they will ask, what is the example for full duplex? Okay, at that time you want to learn the examples. Okay, the prior while preparing for the interviews. Okay, you want to prepare these kind of real-time examples also. Okay, if you explain with the real-time examples, they will be impressed. Okay, and also in your resume you want to add the projects. Okay, whatever the projects you have done. Okay, that is if you won the any competitions, the project competitions. Okay, those things you can add it. If you add those points, what is advantages means the questions will be narrowed down. Okay, for example, they will ask questions only from the projects or the certifications whichever you have done. Okay, for example, if you have done the CCNA certification, or if you have done, or if you won the prizes in the mini project or any other competitions. Okay, so they will ask the question from that particular point. Okay, that is in projects or certifications. Okay, and you can also prepare question related questions. Yes, Ragavi, you have any questions? Yes. Okay. See, what they will do is they will ask the questions only from the mini projects. Okay, or if you want the competitions, okay, the questions can be narrowed down. Okay, and also they'll prefer only the persons with extra knowledge, that is the certifications they'll prefer. Okay, and this is about your data flow, that is between the simplex, hoplex, and full duplex. Okay, and next we can see the network criteria. Yes, and this is the main thing. Please make note of it. Okay, the network criteria. Okay, the network criteria in the sense, yeah, you want to know what are the conditions, necessary conditions for satisfying the network. Okay, this is a very important question. Network criteria. Okay, you all know it, right? The network is nothing but the interconnection of devices, and just we call as a nodes. The devices we call as a node, and here the node, it can be a computer or it can be a printer or any other computer devices. Okay, so the three main network criteria. Okay, it should be satisfied for a proper network. Okay, listen, the first one is your performance. Okay, second one, reliability. Third one, security, that is network security. Okay, these are the three conditions it should be satisfied. Compulsory, I'll be asking in MCQs. Okay, not only in this one, the universities also, the university exam also they'll be asking. Okay, the three basic network criteria that is satisfied are performance, reliability, network security. Okay, see the performance in the sense we are going to measure the transit time and response time of a network. Okay, so now what do you mean by transit time? Have you heard about the transit time? Guys, have you heard about the transit time? Okay. transit time is nothing but the propagation delay. Okay, the propagation delay of a network we called as a transit time. Okay, propagation in the sense what happened now, just a moving, right? The propagation in the sense moving inside, right? Or the travel. Okay, the transit time is nothing but the propagation delay of a network, and the response time is nothing but the speed of operation. Okay, how speed our network is. Okay, that is our response time. Okay, so the performance of a network, they'll be asking the question. It is very important one. Okay, please do remember the performance of a network can be measured by our transit time and propagation time. Okay, they'll be asking how you will be measuring the performance. Okay, so you want to answer that I can measure the performance of my network by measuring my transit and response time of a network. Okay, and the performance, okay, that is the performance is also decided by many of the factors. Okay, for example, if I use the number of computers, so my performance may, the network performance may reduce. And also the type of transmitter. Okay, for example, if I use the optic transmitters, okay, so the performance may differ based upon the transmission medium, either the digital cable or Ethernet or the optical, that is optic fiber, like that. Okay, based upon the transmission mode, my performance may differ. And also the hardware and software. Okay, for example, if I use a wireless medium or wired medium, like that, and also the hardware and software that is used by a system. Okay, based upon these factors, my performance of a device may differ. Okay, so while coming to the criteria, the performance play very vital role where it can be measured by my transmit time of network and response time of my network. Transmit time is nothing but the propagation delay, and response time is nothing but the speed of operation, how fast my network works. Okay, so these are the characteristics, and there are many other functions that affect the performance. Okay, those things are the number of computers connected to my network, and also the type of transmission media, that is wired or wireless, or any media, that is optic media or anything. Okay, and hardware and softwares of my computer will decide my performance of my network. Okay, and reliability. What is reliability means? It is measured by the accuracy. Okay, the reliability means the accuracy of my data packet delivery and failure rate. Okay, the failure rate also it depends upon the reliability. We call it reliability, and establishment time and robustness. Okay, that is how fast. Okay, how fast the data is being transmitted to the network. Okay, that all the reliable networks. Okay, and network security. You know it, right? Network security is concerned with our protection of data from unauthorized access. Okay, only authorized person should work in a network. Okay, and this is your network security. Okay, these are the things we have learned today. Okay, network criteria, it deals with performance, reliability, and network security. Okay, and I think next topic we can learn it in the next class. Okay, and now let me recall the points and we can wind up. Okay, is kind of what are the data communication characteristics? Just we can recall and we can wind up. What are the characteristics? And what are the data communication characteristics? Is Rupak? Rupak, can you say what are the data communication characteristics? Yes, very good. It's I think Rupak is not answering. Rupak, okay, what about others? Sakti, yes, yes, Rupak. What are the data communication characteristics? Okay, no problem, Rupak. You can say what are the data communication characteristics? Okay, you can type in chat box. Rupak, you can type in chat box. What are the data communication characteristics we have learned? Yes, okay. Okay, very good. Nitin? Yes, delivery accuracy. Okay, Rupert. Thank you. Kind of what Nitin? Nitin and the Nitin, what are the data communication system components? Nitin? Nitin? I think Nitin is not here. Nitin? Okay. Others can say. And what are the data communication components? Nitin, I will put absent for you. Nitin. Okay, others can reply. Kind of what are the other data communication components? Yes, very good. Very good, Ritika. Message, sender, receiver, medium, and protocol. Very good, Ritika. Yes. These are the things we have seen today. Okay, just that we have seen the data representation. That is nothing but the text, numbers, images. Okay. Yes, very good, Srija. Yes, we have seen the data representation, text, numbers, pixels, audio, video, right? We have seen those things. Okay. And also we have seen the data flow between the devices, and we have seen the network criteria. And what are the three main criteria of the network? The performance, reliability, and network security. Okay, the performance, reliability, and network security we have learned it today. And performance is nothing but it can be measured by the transit time and response time of my network, and performance can be affected by many features such as the number of users, the number of transmit media, and the hardware and software. And reliability in the sense the measure of accuracy and robustness, and finally the network security. Okay, these are the things we have learned today. Any doubt in this, guys? If you have any doubt, you can ask me.